And then at some point, look at your list, read through your list, put your list away, and then go for a walk without your phone, without music, without anything. Just go for a walk and see what happens. Finally, get back to a life with exercise. And this is your first step. We're going to start getting you moving. I'm Lyn Lindbergh, your bad couch guru. Well, hello there and welcome to the Couch to Active podcast. I'm your bad couch guru, Lyn Lindbergh. I believe that exercise should not be dreadful, but getting off the couch is the hardest thing we do. Today is another episode of the book series. So we are going through week number 3 in the book. You don't need the book to follow along with the podcast series, but you will get so much more out of it if you also read the book along with us. This is episode number 36, and you can find the more detailed show notes to it on couchtoactive.com, the number 36. And remember, friends, that when you finish listening to all 9 of these episodes, send me an email to beawesome@couchtoactive.com. Let me know that you finished listening to the 9 of these, and I will for free send you in the mail via snail mail a Couch to Active finisher sticker. And we ordered a whole ton of these. So we'll keep the show notes up to date on this to let you know if we still have stickers left for you. But we bought so many, we'll probably have stickers around for years. So send me that email with your mailing address. Tell me something nice that you learned about this, and we'll send it off to you. Now, some of you have already emailed me and said, I promise I will listen to all 9, but I'm afraid I'm going to forget to email you. So can you send me my sticker now? And I promise to listen to them. Absolutely, yes. In fact, please do that, because then I won't have a rush at the end of a whole bunch of people emailing me all at once on the same week. Do it now. Alrighty. What are you up to this week, friends? And how are you doing? It's August in Seattle right now, and I got to tell you, the weather has been gorgeous. I keep hearing about how hot it is everywhere in the United States. And I got to tell you, August in Seattle is so beautiful. The only thing I don't like about it is there are so many people that come to visit that the city is just jam-packed. But definitely, if you're going to come visit the San Juan Islands or go up to Victoria, BC, this is absolutely the time to go, because it's warm, like mid-70s for a high, which to us is really warm. It gets above 65 here, and we're like, it's hot. and it's really low humidity, so just the air feels really good, which I absolutely love. So I've been doing a lot of kayaking. Okay, a lot of kayaking. I kayaked twice last week, that's a lot for me. And then a lot of walking, and then pretty much most of my weight's in front of the TV, which is how I like it. So I did good with my exercise, but I have to tell you, it was one of those weeks where every plan I made got shifted around, pretty much every single one of them, except my walk with my friend Yana. That didn't get shifted around because it was on the calendar and we stuck to it. So that helped me a lot, but pretty much everything else just ebbed and flowed with what else was going on in the week. So I felt really glad that I got it done. So this week I've been feeling pretty darn good. And so I'm going to pretty much do the same exercises that I did last week, because it worked well for me and I enjoyed them. But I'm going to push myself just a little bit harder. None of this go hard, go home piece, because I've got some illnesses and health issues I'm dealing with. And so I'll just slowly continue to improve from that setback I had from some health issues earlier. And that's what's working for me. And it makes me feel good, and I don't dread it so much, and I don't feel obligated to, go all balls out in the gym. I don't even have a gym membership right now. So I guess I won't be doing that. But giving myself permission to exercise in the right way that works for me right where I am at today, without being bullied into some big marketing scheme that tells me I should work even harder. And if I don't push myself to the limits, I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy. Or if I don't go out and run until I feel like I'm going to die, that's not good enough. I'm not going to fall into that trap of thinking. And instead, I'm going to honor my body where it's at today. I'm going to do a little bit more to see a little more improvement. And that's going to help me enjoy my life and my days better. And it's going to make me a lot more likely to go back and do it again, because it will have been a great experience for me. So I hope you take that with you as you make your exercise plans. By the way, what are you doing today for exercise? You got it? You got your plan? Nope, not yet. I can wait. Okay, you got your exercise plan now? Not yet? Oh, man. Okay, well, just keep listening to this podcast. I'll help you through it. Okay, so we are covering today the section of the book called Week 3, Breaking Barriers. This is pages 78 to 101. Earlier this year, a friend and I hosted this yoga, wellness, healing retreat. And it was a weekend where a group of women came together with the concept and idea of getting exercise, being served, having time to do reflection, and make some good friends. It was a lot of fun. We took them to the Sleeping Lady Lodge, which is just outside of Seattle, in the winter. So the whole place is just covered with feet and feet of snow, and it's just so peaceful and beautiful, and there's pine trees around, and everything is so tranquil, and you have everything you need, from the hot tub to massages, spa, whatever. It's just lovely, lovely. And during this weekend, we did this exercise called Breaking Barriers, which is straight out of the book. And it was the first time I'd done this outside of one-on-one with people and clients. And let me tell you, holy moly, we were all shocked and amazed at how many life revelations we had, not just for exercise, but for our lives in general. And people left feeling inspired, empowered. People left feeling like, oh my gosh, these big barriers I have in my life that I thought were insurmountable, they're not only surmountable, but I actually have control, way more control and empowerment over these than I ever even realized. So that's what this exercise is, and that's what I hope that you get out of it. Alrighty, here's where the real work begins. For phase 1 of this, there's a lot more in the book than just this, but this is what we're going to focus on today. You're going to make a list of each and every single barrier that you have to exercise. No barrier is too big, no barrier is too small, nothing is off limits. So you're going to get a pad of paper or get out your computer. It doesn't matter either way. And I'd recommend just drawing a line down the middle of it and make your list on the left-hand side of the paper, because the right-hand side of the paper we're going to work on during next week's podcast. So here's what I want you to put on the left-hand column. At the very top of it, write the words barriers to exercise. And then just start listing everything. And there is no wrong answer here. So here's some ideas. I'm busy. Break it down. What are you busy doing? I have a job. I have a commute. I have an aging parent. I have a chronic illness. Break it down. What is it about that chronic illness? My energy is low. My lung capacity is less. I suffer from depression. Break it down. Break it down. You could have barriers like my exercise clothes don't fit me anymore, or I hate the gym. I can't afford the gym. I'm recovering from an injury. Nobody in my family supports me. Nobody in my life supports me. It's worse than that. I have people sabotaging me. Or be honest, you could say, I hate exercise. Or I forgot my shoes when I went to the gym once. Or this is true of me. I brought 2 right-hand shoes or right-footed shoes to the gym once. It's too hot outside. It's too cold outside. It's my birthday. There's no such thing as a wrong answer here. What I want you to do is break it down to the teeniest, tiniest details and the biggest, largest details, and really put in as many things as you can think of. Now, we're not going to get rid of all the barriers in your life. For example, if you listed, I have a demanding job, you're probably not going to quit your job just to give you room to exercise, right? Or I have an aging parent. You're not going to give up taking care of your aging parent or your children at home. Those are priorities in your life, and nobody's going to ask you to get rid of or put aside anything that's important to you. And guess what? You get to decide what's important to you. And that's partly why I get so passionate about Couch to Active, because so much of normal, regular fitness tries to tell you that you have to push your regular life aside and make exercise in a gym, on a treadmill, or with weights more important than anything else. And I don't buy into that at all. It's not how I live. And right now, I don't even have a gym membership. So we're not going to get rid of anything that's important to you in your life, but we are going to really take a look next week on how to break through these barriers. Now, this is going to take you more than one day. So I want you to take this list, put it somewhere where you're comfortable having it, or maybe a little uncomfortable having it, right out there where you can remember to look at it, and continue to add to that list all week long. And because we're focusing on all the barriers, all the things in the way, now a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us are probably at this point going to feel a little bit anxious when you're looking at your list and everything in it, and you think this is completely undoable. Where are we even going to go? This feels like a waste of time. If that's you, hang on until next week. We're going to start working through it. And if you're on the opposite end of that and you're looking at it saying, oh, well, all of this is my fault and the only reason I'm not doing it is because I'm lazy, you too, hang on. And I'm going to give you a real practical way of looking through that list and breaking through your barriers in a way that's not just grit and self-discipline and pushing through, but in a way that actually helps you enjoy your life more. That's how I like to live. What's the easiest, most fun way, right? And in the meantime, I want you to do a few things. I want you to relax, chillax, ladies and gentlemen, around your list. And don't try to solve it all yet. Give yourself space to see it and let it be. And then at some point, look at your list, read through your list, put your list away, and then go for a walk without your phone, without music, without anything. Just go for a walk and see what happens. Let that list settle in, let that list process. And what I don't want you to do is do not make the mistake of thinking that you can do this list in your head and you don't need to actually write it down. Trust me, you've got to write this one down, whether it's a whiteboard, a piece of paper, your computer, the back of a napkin. I don't care. You've got to write the list down and you'll see more why next week. I know I keep saying next week. Do your list and then give yourself 5 Couch to Active points. You're right. I haven't told you what Couch to Active points even are or what they're for. I don't know if I even know. But give yourself 5 points anyway. Something about that feels good. Now, we're to the point of the one thing that I want you to do as a result of today's podcast. And I think you probably already have a pretty good guess, don't you? That's right. No surprise this week. Do your breaking barriers list. If you do nothing else at all this week around getting active, do your breaking barriers list. And you can do that from the couch. How cool is that? So that's your one thing. And the one thing that I wish for you this week is that you'll take that barriers list that you created and give yourself compassion this week. I really wish that you'll breathe through it, relax, and trust. We're going to get through it. We're going to work through it. And you're going to see this list in a whole new light very soon. So don't be afraid. Put anything and everything down there. And my high achievers who want a bonus, email me your list at beawesome@couchtoactive.com or just shoot me an email and let me know how this is going. Couch to Active is still relatively new. We're only 2.5 years old, and I'm still able to respond to emails that come in. So do send me an email of how it's going. And then next week, we're going to go through week number 4 of the book titled Solve It. Thank you for listening to the Couch to Active podcast, where I believe that exercise should not be dreadful, but getting off the couch is the hardest exercise we do. The show notes for this episode can be found at couchtoactive.com/36. That's couchtoactive.com and the number 36. Have a great week. Bye-bye now.